think we really need to get too much into the storyline. I think you all know who Wonder Woman is. Wonder Woman. Well, I'm going to do briefly. I'm still going to tell
I would go
brief.
into the fact that this film does go into her background. We
Well,
don't
that's
see
the
we don't
thing.
see that in so many
No, we
superhero
don't.
films.
That's what I was going to touch on. Only was really that. We really do see a glimpse of her that we haven't seen on film before. We get to see a little bit of her home world. They're the Amazon women.
We are privy to the Amazons.
They live on an island that is secluded in the middle of the ocean. It kind of looks like
Mesophonia, or
whatever it's
like
called.
That. Yeah,
and it has like a fog that keeps it hidden. It's almost like a force field in a way, kind of looks like at times.
Yes.
And so right off the bat, we learn that this is a civilization of very unique and powerful women who are
run by women. There are no men anywhere.
They are the prototypes of Zeus.
No coxmen
I'm sorry,
in sight.
the creation of Zeus.
Yes.
And so we see young little Wonder Woman, also known as Diana, throughout the entire film.
Yes.
As a little girl,
played
then
by
as
the
a
beautifully
teenager,
astounding Miss Gal Gadot.
and then Gal Gadot as she's an adult. And so
correct.
right away, a World War I plane crashes in the water, and she jumps in to save Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, who
who
plays
was
that
an
man.
American soldier who's working as a spy for the British.
Correct.
And he has stolen some secret documents from the Germans, and needs to get this back to
he's
the
a spy.
British intelligence.
He is
That's
a
what I
spy.
just said.
Okay.
I said he's an American spy working for the British.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And he has to bring these secret plans to his British intelligence officers.
Yes, he does.
So she meets him, and they end up teaming up, and they go to the front lines, basically. And so we see her.
Well, you're kind of skipping over quite a bit, but that's okay.
We don't need to go through every single plot
No, we
point.
don't.
We don't. As you always
I
say,
think we could just give a
not too much.
generalization of how much we love the film, what the film
And that's what I'm doing.
encompassed. How was it as a storytelling machine?
Yeah, and
how was it?
was
as,
trying to get to that
Go
until
for
you
it.
came
There
in.
you go.
Overall, I really enjoyed the film. I really thought it was very well done. I really, really loved the score. I know that that's not a huge thing,
It was
but
a great score.
I really find that the score is very important for me. And I love the score on this film.
Mm-hmm.
It really engaged me. I thought she was excellent as Wonder Woman. I thought she did a much better job in this film than she did as Wonder Woman in her brief appearance in Superman versus Batman.
It was more almost like a cameo in
It was,
Batman
but I
versus
thought her
Superman.
acting was much better in this than in that.
Oh, really?
I thought so,
Oh,
in my opinion. I thought she did a great job in this
I
film.
thought she was great in the first film also, but
Yeah,
but it only touched. That was only a teaser
That was
for
a
what
tease.
this film was to be, and this is a full-fledged
Performance,
biography of
biography
Miss
of this
Wonder
character,
Woman.
and she did a great job.
Okay.
I thought her chemistry was very good with Chris Pine, who,
And
as
his with
usual,
her.
is excellent. I
Yeah.
thought he had some fantastic scenes in this film.
Yeah, he's
I thought he was
terrific.
great.
He's
just
terrific.
a solid actor.
Absolutely
Excellent.
true.
There's a great supporting crew of a team of miscreants that join them in their fight halfway through the film.
Yeah.
They were fun. I liked that a lot. I thought the pace was a little slow at times. I got a little antsy, but
Perhaps.
overall I was pleased.
It's a 2-hour and
22-minute film, something
yeah,
like
but
that.
there's 10 minutes of credits, so it ended right
Well,
around
usually-
the two.
usually
it
they
ended
don't
right
count
around
the
two-
credits in the
right around
in
the
the running
2-hour
time.
mark. It ended right at
Did
2
it?
hours. Yep,
You know that for sure?
I know that for sure.
Okay. Danny Houston
The
played
film
the
itself,
villain.
the credits went on.
David Thewlis was also in the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I was very pleased with it. I thought it was the strongest so far of the DC films.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts are this. If you read the reviews on Wonder Woman, it's like the second coming of Christ has come down.
Let's
and
not get that
landed
high,
upon
that far.
our wondrous comic book world. I don't think the film was quite all that. However, what the film did have that most but super power movies, comic book superheroes have, is that this literally went through an emotional kind of a ride where we got some romance, we got some drama, we got comedy, we got the essence of what great films really are about, and that's what I did love about it. And we don't see that in these kind of superhero films ever. Every single superhero movie, Marvel's right down the line, they've got one thing only to do, and that is to perpetrate their power as that superhero person, or be it in the Marvel world of the X-Men, or be it the Hulk or whatever. At times we get a little bit of a drama surrounding the up and coming of that particular superhero. And Spider-Man, obviously, we're now getting, for the fucking, pardon my French, the third time in a row now, or the new reboot.
Well,
of
he's the
Spider-Man.
third
It's just
Spider-Man
so
character,
depressing,
actor.
Totally true, but
Yeah.
But the thing I did love about this movie, let me just do this for a moment, like most, young directors do. They like to push their hair back like this. But you know what? I'm not a director, by the way. I'm just a humanoid like you all there. Like this guy here. But but I did love the fact that it took the time to emote us. It took the time to present a story that was fresh and new, and that's what, was it a great movie? I gotta say, it's not a 4-star film for me.
It's not for me either, but I enjoyed it.
3.5-star film. I enjoyed it.
3 stars, 3.5 is fair.
I loved watching her. She almost does a bit of a Clark Kent kind of a thing when they dress her up when she gets to London.
Great. That was great.
And she kind of has to go undercover because she can't walk around in her Wonder Woman
Don't
garb.
carry that sword.
Although I'll tell you something, I kind of liked her in a Wonder Woman garb, if you know what I mean.
This movie had more comedy than I expected.
Absolutely true.
Which was necessary.
Well, it is
because DC is usually very anal retentive about that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I did notice at the end of the film, a lot of people were hanging out, waiting for their Marvel moment when,
Not in this one.
Not in DC.
I wasted 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
No end credit scene.
I knew in my gut, this is not a Marvel movie. There's not going to be that little 10-minute segment.
Well, I think they had one at the end of Batman versus Superman, though. I think they did.
I don't think they did.
I thought they did. Well, maybe it was a mid-credits scene. I know there was something.
I think there was a little bit of something, but it wasn't even mid-credits. It was maybe 3 minutes into
whatever
the
it was, there was something.
Yeah. I mean, they just had directed by, this is a da-da-da film. They didn't even show the cast, and then they went into the scene.
And in my opinion, that's when it should be. Like a band coming back for the encore.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be at the end.
Well, we see the, Superman has just died in that film.
Yes.
And I believe we see the coffin. I think
yes,
moves up a little bit in that final moment just to give us some
I think
hope
that's what we had,
that old Soupy has not expired. So, but I absolutely was entertained. That's the bottom line.
So was
I really love Gal Gadot, Miss Israel, 2006.
Mm-hmm.
She's an absolute bloody knockout. This woman is ridiculous hot. This woman is so amazingly, stunningly gorgeous that sitting there as a mere mortal in the movie theater, I felt like, God, we truly, we humans, we sit here and we go to these movies and we sit and watch these beautiful people, escapade and go through all these outrageous, wonderful things before us. And it's just mind-boggling, the beauty of this particular woman in this film. I must say, though, the ending, it is kind of reduced more so to a standard superhero kind of ending. We go into that big giant
fight
finale with a person of absolute extraordinary powers, played by David Thewlis.
Well, no. You just don't give things away. You're giving away a spoiler. But that's a huge spoiler.
I guess you're quite right. If you hadn't mentioned it was a spoiler, nobody would know. If you had just kept your mouth shut about it being a spoiler.
No, but I have to
But here's
warn
my
people.
point. We do have a superpower nemesis of Wonder Woman at the end, and we have that fight where she's being thrown against this, and he's getting thrown against that.
I said the same thing when I came out of the film to Kim, and I said, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of every movie where these characters just shoot each other with lightning and powerful, beams of energy.
I know.
And then, but at the same time, when I was critiquing that in my head, I said to myself, but they're gods. What else are they going to do?
Well,
so it's kind of true.
Got to fight fire with fire.
But it does get a little old after a while when that's all they really can do.
I suppose.
But
the bottom line is,
it's
Wonder
still
Woman.
entertaining.
It's a great film. I mean, is it a great film?
It's a good film.
It's a very, very
good with capital letters.
It's a very good movie. You cannot go wrong with it.
2 yeses, I would
say. It's a performance movie. We have great performances all around. I can't think of one bad performance.
I would agree.
Little subtle characters that just come out of the woodwork and just kind of take over the screen while they're on screen. Everybody is totally commendable, and it's great production value, beautiful cinematography.
Made. A bit dark at times, I noticed.
I loved it. I loved it. I like our fearless Diana is really she's an amazing human being. I mean she's an amazing god is what she is. And but it's very. I was moved by elements of this film. I truly was.
Good.
I was just moved by her.
No, it was very well done.
Her performance is moving as a woman in film who is new to film. And she did one other film, as far as I know. She did the first Wonder Woman. I know she did Keeping Up with the Joneses.
Yeah, well, she's been other. She was in one of the Fast and the Furious movies. That was the first time I saw her. Oh, that's right.
That was the first time she actually made a movie.
The first one that was in Brazil. So that was what, 3 movies back?
Probably so.
So this was 8, so 6,
so that's got to be 5.
6, I think.
Well, no, there's 6, 7, 8. So
I know.
She went back to 6.
No, I think she was in number 6. 6, 7, 8.
3 movies ago.
Whatever.
Well, this is number 8 that just came out.
It's either 5 or 6. It was the one, I think, whatever one they went to Brazil first.
Don't believe him because he's very bad with numbers. He wrote last week's show as not the right number show.
No, that was
actually show number 36, but it was actually
2
show
weeks
number 35.
2 weeks ago.
34.
No, but only in one moment because that was a copy and paste error on my part.
I'm sorry.
You do the amount of editing I do and tell me you won't make a mistake.
You do the amount of editing he does.
Yeah.
You'd have the same problem, dude.
Anyway,
we love Wonder Woman. We don't love it, but it's my hair, man. That's what it is. It's my hair. But anyway, you wish you had hair like this.
I do.
I know you can.
Actually, no. It's a pain in the neck to manage. I'm sure.
I don't manage it.
It adds 10 minutes to a day every day.
I get up, I roll out of bed, and it just looks just like this. I know all you ladies out there.
You don't use Pantene.
So jealous, aren't you?
Do you use Pantene Pro V?
No, I use L'Oreal because I'm worth it. That's right. And you know what I have to say? I have to say that. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon.
So we're gonna move on. 2 big yeses for Wonder Woman.
2 big yeses for Wonder Woman.